In the opulent kingdom of Ogani in Africa, there lived a little princess named Molu. She resided in a magnificent palace adorned with towers that touched the sky and gardens that bloomed in every hue imaginable. Molu was surrounded by opulence, yet her heart felt empty, for she lacked the one thing that riches could not buy, and that is true friendship. Molu spent her days in the vast halls of the castle, surrounded by servants and grandeur, but loneliness loomed over her like a shadow. Her parents, the king and queen of Ogani, observed their daughter's sad face and were determined to bring joy to her life. One day, Molu had a brilliant idea. She decided to throw a grand party and invite all the children in the kingdom. Perhaps she thought, if I share my wealth and create a moment of happiness, I can find true friends. Excited about her plan, Molu rushed to her parents and shared her desire. The king and queen, overjoyed at the prospect of seeing their daughter happy, agreed to the grand celebration. Invitations were sent out throughout the kingdom, promising a night of laughter, music, and celebration. However, Molu soon realized that not all was well in Ogani. The children in the kingdom, though thrilled to receive the invitation to the princess's party, faced a predicament. Many of them had no suitable clothes for such a royal affair. Upon learning this, Molu's heart swelled with compassion. Determined to ensure that every child could attend, she decided to ask her parents to use some of their vast fortune for a noble cause. Molu, along with her parents, embarked on a mission to provide beautiful dresses and charming kaftans for every child in the kingdom. Tailors worked tirelessly, creating garments fit for a royal celebration. Molu personally selected the fabrics, colors, and designs, pouring out her heart into each choice. The excitement in the air was palpable as the day of the party approached. The halls were decorated with lights and balloons, the clothes were sent out through special delivery, shoes were sent to all homes, and hairdressers gathered to get the children ready for the glorious event. Molu looked through the halls to check everything was set. She refused to eat. Her parents were so proud of how she supervised everything and made sure all arrangements were in motion. The royal messengers were tasked with making sure everything was well set on the table and all items were delivered to the children. She wanted to be sure there would be a variety of food for the children and plenty of presents, gifts, and balloons. All the halls in the palace were to be decorated beautifully. The gifts were to be arranged and labeled appropriately. And anyone could take as many gifts as they wanted. She smiled and was very pleased. The palace looked beautiful with lanterns everywhere. The fields were cleared and decorated, and the waterfall looked glorious for the children. Molu was so excited she had finally found a way to make the children happy. They would play games and win gifts and eat to their full. After all, what would she do if she kept everything to herself? On the day of the grand event, Ogani Kingdom glittered with lights and echoed with laughter. The courtyard, adorned with flowers and decorations, awaited the arrival of the kingdom's children. Molu, dressed in a gown with her tiara, looked as splendid as the starlit sky as she greeted each guest personally with a big smile on her face. As the children entered the palace, their eyes widened in awe at the beauty that surrounded them. They marveled at the exquisite dresses and handsome kaftans provided by Princess Molu. The air was filled with laughter and joy as the newfound friends showed off their clothes, danced, played games, and shared stories. Each child posed for pictures as the royal photographer took everyone's pictures. The parents and their children looked adorable in their clothes. Princess Molu gave her friends their very own crown and tiaras. She looked with admiration and excitement as everyone strutted through the palace grounds. She had never been this happy. parents and their children laughed and ate, and every minute was spent playing and having fun. There was plenty to eat. The royal waiter, all dressed up, catered to every guest, ensuring they were all taken care of. All the children posed for more pictures, and Ogani Kingdom never looked this bright and graceful. As all the children entered through the palace doors, they introduced themselves to the princess. She hugged each one of them and shook hands with them. She tried to make them as comfortable as she could in the palace. Those who had never met the princess before curtsied as they greeted her parents. They looked in awe and smiled brightly, and were so glad to be able to enter the palace to play with Molu. Laughter and music filled the air, and children's voices could be heard all through the kingdom, singing and cheering. Princess Molu made so many friends as she greeted everyone with delight in her eyes. The children played and played, made friends, while the parents stood by and admired all that Molu had put together for them. Molu's parents thanked everyone who attended and told them of their beautiful daughter Molu, who had prepared the party with all her heart. Molu had been a twin but lost her twin brother a few years after he was born. Molu missed him with every passing day and yearned for friends. Molu's heart swelled with happiness as she witnessed the transformation. The palace, once a symbol of solitude, now echoed with the sound of laughter, dancing, and genuine connection. The children played all through the day. The little princess had discovered the true treasures of life: the warmth of friendship and the joy of making others happy. From that day forward, Princess Molu became known not only for her opulent palace but for her kindness and generosity. The kingdom kingdom of Ogani flourished with the bonds of newfound friendships. Princess Molu, who wished to be addressed as Molu's heart, once heavy with loneliness, now soared with the lightness of joy and companionship. She made her father promise she would have the celebration 4 times every year. Princess Molu gifted every single person gifts and shared her abundance with her kingdom, regularly sending food and new clothes to her friends all over the land. The end.